This episode is proudly brought to you by the law firm Ryan and Rouse. If you or a loved one have been injured or need legal help for changing family circumstances, contact the personal injury and family law attorneys at Ryan and Rouse today at 256-801-1000 or visit them online at www.alabamalaw.com. When your future is on the line, don't go at it alone. All right. Welcome back to Spill the Tea, Unfiltered.
How's it going?
You know, it's
This is like an update.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of an update. We're gonna be talking about the court systems, which we talked about a little bit about in our last episode. It kind of touched on that. But yeah, so we'll just jump into that. So Dick. So I've been trying to serve Dick for almost a year.
Yeah.
His place of work last summer was protecting him for no reason, apparently, because then they got rid of him. Like, thanks for protecting him, assholes. Well, it's hard. I don't know if anybody else can relate to this. But when you're trying to serve a deadbeat, when they don't have an address because they live in a camper.
A van down by the river.
Yeah, basically. It's hard to serve him. Well, he was living in his friend's backyard in said camper. And so I don't know if the people that were going to serve him were going up to the main house, even though I told them he was in the camper in the backyard. Mm-hmm. If they were going to the main house, then his friend's going to protect him.
Yeah.
And because, well, as we know,
they're little lovers.
Yeah.
Lover boys.
You walked into, what did you walk into?
Oh my gosh, because tell me what guy walks in and talks to his friend while he's in the bathtub? Like full-blown conversation, dude's just swimming in the bathtub.
We're talking a bubble bath?
Talking a bubble bath, yes.
His friend takes bubble baths, which, okay. But also...
You know, my ex did too, and we all know what happened there.
That's true. And Dick walks in and just starts having a full-on conversation with him.
In the bubble bath.
Now I have more questions. Was this like an Epsom salt bath because his back hurt, or was this a normal occurrence?
I'm going to guess normal occurrence.
I didn't ask, but
I would
definitely looked. I mean, I think he was a little comfortable.
Yeah, to just like roll up into bath while your friend's just naked in the bath.
Yeah.
Stuff.
And I mean, to be fair, I asked him before if he was gay for him. And whenever we got in a huge fight, like 2 years prior, and he got real mad. Like he got super defensive.
It is really funny though, because he talks so much trash about that guy.
Yeah.
Like if that guy knew how much trash he talked about him, there's no way that he would protect him. Like he wouldn't have him living at his place because he would dog him out so hard
all the time. Like he constantly talked trash. And I'm like, this is a man who is letting you live in his backyard for free, basically.
Yeah.
And he constantly talked trash about him.
Mm-hmm. Talked about how that guy treated his baby mama and how it wasn't right.
Oh, yeah. And he would talk trash. Even when we were married, he'd talk trash about him and be like, he just, constantly wants me to help him with stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it's just so annoying. But then
his mom's a stripper, apparently.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, he told me his mom was a stripper.
Nice.
I said, good for her.
How
Make
old is
that
she?
money.
Who knows? I thought she was dead. So who knows? Well, but his friend cheated on his baby mama all the time. And so Dick would constantly talk shit about him and be like, oh, he's a piece of trash, constantly cheating on his baby mama. And then, of course, turns out Dick's also cheating on me.
Yeah.
But, the fact that he's constantly talking trash about his friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Constantly. And this man keeps like letting him come over and like crash with him every time he gets kicked out of a woman's house.
And watch him take a bubble bath.
And then watch him take a bubble bath. It's real weird. So yeah.
Called him very needy.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the guy was a little weird. I'm not going to lie. We went to bike night. I didn't eat my pulled pork sandwich. First day we met, he took my sandwich off my plate and ate it. So I don't know. It was a little weird.
Did he ask you?
I get probably. I don't remember.
I doubt
but it was just weird to me altogether. Even if you asked,
I wish somebody would take a sandwich off my plate. I'm hungry.
I was not hungry. I don't really like pulled pork.
Well,
but he's weird. He is very weird. You never got to meet him, but
thank God nobody has creeped my stuff.
He's a character. He's very, very racist.
He was stalking her.
Apparently.
Well, yeah, he is. But so is Dick. He was stalking her.
Yeah, he got blocked real quick on everything.
But if he's stalking this, he should know Dick talks shit about you constantly. So if you
much
decide you want
shit.
to rat him out, let me know where he's staying. But yeah, so back to it is, you know, he was in the backyard and I guess they tried to serve him all December. And I'm starting to wonder now if that's why he left, because they kept showing up at the door and his friend was protecting him. So supposedly now he's somewhere in nowhere, Tennessee. Supposedly working under the table because he doesn't want to pay people. He hasn't paid child support in months for the one kid he actually pays for. And he obviously hasn't paid me. I think he's just thinking it's going to just go away. Or like if enough time passes, I'll give up. But I was talking to my, he doesn't know me very well.
No.
I was talking to my attorney about it though, but it's really frustrating that deadbeats and these men can just run and hide, similar to the last story, that they can just like disappear and go AWOL, if you will, and hide. And because they can't be served by paper in 2026, then they get away with this. Like, why don't we send an email and put a read receipt on it?
That's exactly what I was fixing to say. Like a permanent read receipt where they cannot choose whether it's
a permanent read receipt as soon as it's open. And don't put anything on the on the description that will make them be like, oh, what should I open this? Get it to where they'll actually open it and then put a read receipt on it and then bam, that's it. I'm like, it's 2026. And the thing is they're like, well, we can't prove that they're the ones that opened it. Okay. But they know what they're doing is wrong because they're purposely evading. So if you know, they already know. So why do we have to serve them? Because he's already broke the law.
Exactly.
So I'm like, you are in contempt of court. Why do I have to serve you to put a warrant out for your arrest?
You should already have one.
Correct. You broke the law.
Yeah.
You should immediately have a warrant.
Right.
It should not be this hard.
So why have they not put one out for that?
Because he has to be served.
That's so dumb.
For contempt of court.
Yes.
So if anybody sees him on the the Facebook dating pages and wants to like set up a date, whatever, so we can serve him, let us know in the comments, okay?
Seriously,
we're looking
reach
for
out.
some help.
Or just where he's at.
Well, right, that's the
Like
it. Because if he's in a
anything.
camper, who knows where he's at? He's using his friend's address as his permanent address. I do know that. And in Alabama, 5 years for a license? So he's not going to have to technically change. You're supposed to change your address, but he's probably not going to for the next 5 years. So
you're supposed to change it 30 days after you move.
Right.
I have
Nobody
not
does that.
because for reasons, but mine has not been changed.
But a lot of
So
people don't.
like, you only have to update it on the alea.gov website. So you don't have to actually change your license every time anymore.
But people can still find that, and I don't want my address out there.
Well, that's why he hasn't.
Yeah.
But also I don't even know if he has an address.
Probably not.
Because the stuff I'm hearing is like he's working under the table. He might be living in a hotel. He might be living in a camper. We don't know.
Down by the river.
Literally. But my thing, I'm
I hope
like,
he drowns.
I do too. God, I really do. Because at the end of the day, like I was talking to my dad about it and I was like, Daddy, if I'm not going to get my money anyway, then he needs to just cease to exist.
We're taking this off.
No, we're not. And my dad was like, my dad goes, I agree. And you know my daddy's a good man. And
I like your dad.
He's a sweetheart. And he was just like, yeah, I agree with that. Because that's how twisted
He's
Dick is.
scumbag.
But I was literally like, it's great that our Constitution is protecting deadbeats, is what I texted my attorney. And he was like, yep, it's a good time. And I was just like, because his hands are tied. All of our hands are tied at this point in time.
Gotcha.
I will find a way.
I'm sure that a lot of women who aren't receiving their child support feel the same way too.
Well, and that's just it. Like, I'm like, women, we got to start figuring this out. Like, you know what we should do? Oh, you know what we should do? We should create a Facebook where women help women find the deadbeats so that they can be served. $1 million idea. Just saying.
Hey,
like,
I like
women in all these areas helping each other, get the deadbeats served because they're constantly hiding because they don't want to do anything. I was talking to somebody the other day and told me a story that their deadbeat ex-husband didn't pay child support for the 2 kids the whole time and would constantly, every 6 months, was moving, like constantly moving around. They couldn't find him. Right.
Oh my God.
Finally, years go by. The kids are grown, out of the house.
Yeah.
he starts drawing Social Security because he's of the age to draw it, and now half of it is getting pulled, and he's having to back pay it to her, to the kids, for the 18 years.
Good.
So he's losing half his Social Security, and I'm like, great, that's great, but they shouldn't have had to wait until then. So that woman had to suffer by herself and make ends meet for two kids for 18 years, and now they're getting some restitution for it.
Yeah.
But like, it shouldn't take that long.
Can you go back 18 years on child support?
I think it depends on the state.
It never goes away.
I didn't know if there was like a certain like period that you could go back or not.
I think it depends on the state. I also think it depends on if you were actively trying to pursue it the whole time. Because if you weren't actively trying to pursue it, at least I know in Alabama, if you weren't actively trying to pursue it, I think it can only go back 2 years.
Gotcha.
But if you were actively trying to pursue it the whole time, like this person was, then they still have to pay it. But I'm just like, these men all need to be in jail. Like, why are we arresting people that smoke pot? Put these people in jail. Like,
absolutely.
These guys are making women and kids' lives a living fucking hell.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to support yourself, let alone yourself and 2 kids.
Right. Well, and even in my situation, he's made it to where I'm having to take some big financial changes that are affecting me in a very negative way because he's left me with no choice.
Right.
And it's bullshit that the man who cheated on me with 20 plus fucking women because he had fucking dick issues and had hidden children who, if I would have known about that, I wouldn't have married him in the first place. So I didn't have all the information when I married this man, and who got me in massive amounts of debt and legally signed paperwork saying that he would pay me.
Yeah.
Isn't paying me until I'm suffering financially because of it.
Yep.
It's bullshit.
I wonder if that's why he quit his job, was just so he couldn't be traceable.
Probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if he quit.
I think it was probably a situation because multiple times I've learned now that he told me that he was going to, like, that he was miserable or whatever. And so he was quitting was because he was about to be fired. So
he
I
was
found
doing
out
some like sketchy stuff when we were together. Like he kept using a card that was Sam's. He said it was
his
a Sam's Club card for his mom, but then I later found out that his mom doesn't even have a Sam's Club in the town she lives in. But it was like really, really sketchy stuff because he would buy this stuff and then he would want to return it. And it was, I think that he was like bringing in contraband and using those people's cards as a way.
And one woman commented that he was sleeping with multiple other women at the prison too, because they hired a bunch of women that worked there. And so one woman commented that. So it could have also been that situation where he was causing drama and causing issues. So they were probably like, he probably got in trouble, and instead of owning up to it or dealing with the punishments, he quit because his dad worked at a company with him at one point for like 3 months before he quit because and it was always their fault, and it turns out like no, he was just doing a horrible job, and so he was going to lose his job. And then same thing with he told me he got laid off from another company when we were married, and I found out later from someone who works there that he wasn't laid off, he was fired. So
imagine that.
Shocker.
I think he was calling out, like apparently he called out all the time, and he was going to women's houses. So he was telling me he was at work, but he was going to women's houses. Yeah. So he was calling out sick all the time.
Yeah.
So he's a horrible worker. So he's lazy.
Commitment issues.
He does. He has commitment issues to women.
Anything.
He didn't finish high school. He has commitment issues to school. He has commitment issues to women. He has commitment issues to jobs. Like he has commitment issues to children. Like he does not know how to just commit to one thing. And no one has held him responsible
until now.
And it sucks that I'm the one that's having to deal with it and like get it and punish him, because he truly is like probably like, God, hopefully she'll just give up. And I'm like, you know what? If I have to wait till you retire and I get your Social Security when we're in our damn 60s, I will.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Like I'm just, it's the most annoying thing in the world. So, and I'm not the only one that deals with it. We have somebody that sent in for us.
We do. So we know a little bit of her backstory already, but she has chimed in about the court system. She talks about how horrible it is, and she says, we talk about justice, but no one ever listens to the victim. Personally, I was looked at as someone who is just a victim and not as a human being. It sucked not being heard in a case that I was involved in where I was a victim of domestic violence. The prosecutor never even looked at me or acknowledged me. Not only that with criminal court, but with family court. I've been going back and forth with family court to get services in place. No one considers the fact that I'm taking off work to be present at these court dates and then having to reschedule it, or telling me to not do anything but wait for another 6 months. Had they listened, I wouldn't be going back to court again to get my services in place for my case. And then my case got moved to a later date and time, and I'm having to go back again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically out of PTO because of all of the court proceedings, and no one is considerate of the victims' times. I hear stories all day about how our court system fails people because I work within the court system. Now I have lived it firsthand and understand completely how it is so time consuming and mentally draining. I got screwed in criminal court because they never gave any of the services that I requested, and that's why I'm having to go back to family court for a third time, but technically the fourth time because my case got transferred and now moved to another date.
You know, that's insane. And the fact that she's in the system, right? And then is still having to like deal with this. So she doesn't even have any like,
she has no connections, no
connections back.
strings.
Yeah. Because, and the court systems are so backed up and they're so jacked that they're constantly punishing. It is a constant punishment of the victim.
Yep.
Constantly. So these deadbeats and these women beaters are getting away with everything.
Yeah.
Because the court system's just like, oh, we'll figure it out. Like, we'll just push it back to another date.
Yeah.
What?
It's sickening.
And like, yeah, like she said, like you have to use PTO and all that other stuff. Like it's insane to me.
Yeah.
And you know, at the end of the day, like our court system is very, very broken. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah,
our court system is 100% broken. In my situation and her situation and the situation we had last week, if these men weren't trash and would just own up to their fucking shit and stop being cowards and pieces of shit, then maybe everything would go a little smoother.
Yeah. If their parents would have raised them correctly and
well, even
properly,
then, some people get raised right and they still turn out to be psychopaths.
That is very true.
Because your friends end up influencing you a lot too, like who you surround yourself with. But I'm like, yes, mothers often enable, especially moms, of narcissistic men. But it's
sometimes fathers too.
Yeah.
Or the father wasn't there, which is a lot of it too.
Yeah.
So then they also turn around and just do it again and not be there for their kids. It's just it's wild to me. That's because we would never do this shit. We wouldn't have done it in the first place. We would have never treated any man like they've treated us.
Yep.
But then also like we would own up to like anything that we did, and these men won't do that. And so then we get punished having to go through court a million times, having to constantly keep attorneys on retainer, having to do all this shit to get what we were owed.
Yeah.
And I'm not even fighting for a kid. So I can't even imagine what she's going through, having to deal with fighting for a child after dealing with domestic violence.
Yeah.
To me, immediately, if someone... why is the woman not getting full custody immediately?
Yeah, that does not make sense. If he's going to do it to her, he's going to do it to the child.
Yep.
Like nothing is going to stop him.
Right. Like why would we trust him with a kid? But either way, like.
But there are systems where, and I'm not saying that that's her case, but there are cases where women will leave a relationship, say they're being hit, and then the man doesn't see the kid for 2 or 3 years in between fighting. So they're, but they have to do the dual process.
What do you do?
Yeah, exactly. What do you do?
Because the due process is shit.
Yeah, it is.
And in her situation, because we do know her full story, she was actually hit and beat.
Yeah.
And in front of the kid.
Yeah. While holding the child.
Right. So I'm like, in that situation, immediately she should have full custody. You shouldn't even need to go to court. What do you need to go to court for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's even offered to give up custody.
Then he should. And then why are we going to court?
Exactly. Like,
put your money where your mouth is.
Save it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Let's do this right now.
Like, give it. But even then, it would take 10 years to push it through court.
Probably. Because he wouldn't sign the papers.
Right. He either wouldn't sign the papers or the judge would take forever to sign the papers. Because I think that's part of what happened with me is I think because it was December, the judges took forever to sign the contempt of court because they're all on freaking vacation or whatever they're doing. And unfortunately,
our judges suck.
Yeah.
I'll say it for you. Our judges suck. Madison County judges, you suck.
Yeah, it's true. And specifically, there are a few who we've
really suck.
Who hate women.
Yeah.
And we know that they do because we've heard the stories from other women locally who have had to deal with that. And they have a reputation among attorneys.
Yeah, and well, and they feel threatened. Like if they make one wrong, if they breathe the wrong way, shit's gonna hit the fan and not go in their favor.
Yeah,
and that's scary.
Yeah, yeah. Women shouldn't have to feel like that to be able to keep your child.
No, absolutely not. Especially whenever there's no like you haven't done anything like to put that child in harm's way.
Yeah, and you have a man who cheated. It's wild,
or beat the hell out of you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, you know, the man will get custody and they'll use that to continue to abuse their ex-partners.
Yeah, and control.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely seen that firsthand where they use that as a way to continue the abuse.
We had one last season that was like that. It was really sad. Because you could just feel like how she was genuinely scared.
Yeah.
Like, and I wasn't even in person. I was like doing it virtually. And I could like, it's just, she was terrified.
And she's still dealing with it.
Yeah.
I know somebody, he fought and got custody of the child and then now will not let her see her own child and uses that as a form of abuse. So,
yeah.
See, and that's just it. It's just like why people use their children in the wrong ways all the time. And you know, you have that situation too, where the man like stops it from the mom from getting to see, and vice versa. Some women keep the man from it, but also sometimes I'm like in Dick's situation, I'm like, he needs to be monitored because when he's talking to his kid, and if you're depending on what how the conversation's going, like if you're saying certain things and trying to like manipulate a child, that's a problem.
Absolutely.
And I feel like a lot of these men do that. Like they're trying to manipulate the child or they just take I'm a proud, one of Dick's things, proud parent. I'm like, bro, you've seen your kid.
I don't even know how many he has.
Well, that too. But you've seen your kid less than a handful of times this entire year.
Yeah.
But you want to be able to put it up there that you're a proud parent.
Yeah.
But then you're telling women you're with her, but you're not.
Yeah.
Because
one child.
You're with other women.
Yeah.
Like the one that he was living, like trying to move in with, then he parted the money from and then didn't pay her back. She thought that they were together all summer.
Yeah.
He had told her multiple times that he was with his daughter, and then she gave me the dates, and then I went and looked at the calendar, and he was never with her, not one time.
Probably
God
not. He was
knows who he
seeing
was
other.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was with other
he used
women.
to tell me all the time that he was going to pick up his daughter or do this and that, and I'm pretty sure he was just cheating on me.
Yeah.
Which if he let me know, like I didn't, I didn't have no feelings for him. We could have ended it right then.
He was cheating on you with his wife.
Yeah. And a bunch of other women.
Gross.
It's so gross. And I think that's what
I swear the next man that cheats on me, I'm cheating back. But I'm gonna hurt some feelings.
My thing is I'm just like, the disrespect, especially with a lot of these men who won't wear safety at all.
Yeah.
And like refuse to wear it. And they don't take accountability. I was listening to something today, and it was like men want to control women's bodies, like as we know, like in politically.
Yeah.
And then, but also the same men who say things like, not your body, not your choice. It's my body, my choice. I don't want to wear a condom. And then I'm also not going to take responsibility for the child that's going in you.
Yep.
Like that's what is happening.
Yeah.
It's
disgusting.
Gross. It's so gross. And I'm like, how embarrassing it is to have to go to a doctor and be like, hey, I need to be tested for literally everything under the sun.
Yeah.
I had to do blood. They had to do swabs everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I don't know if my husband gave me something.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing as shit.
Can imagine.
And gross.
Yeah. At least you were clean.
Yeah. Part of me wishes I wouldn't have been so I could have sued him. Give me one that like one of those like the hillable
Missed
ones.
Opportunity.
I know.
Could have got a little bit of clap.
Yeah. Like get something, get something that's curable and then get to sue him,
Just a little bit of penicillin and you're good to go.
Yeah. It's fine.
Or a shot, whatever.
Yeah.
Get it done.
It's so annoying. So all that to say, like, if you're dealing with the court system, you're not alone.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of women that have sent into us about the court system being broken.
Yeah.
We know it is. We see it every day, and I'm sure you have too. But why can't these men be held accountable?
It's
electronic serving needs to be a thing.
Yeah, I agree.
It is 2026.
Yeah.
If I can sign my taxes for the IRS electronically,
yeah,
then we can electronically serve a man.
Exactly.
I'm like, and if you know what, send it to I got a list of emails you can send it to. Send it to all of them. Like,
Yeah.
I got a list of phone numbers.
Yeah.
So
We just need an address.
Mm-hmm.
don't have one.
We'll get there.
Because he's running. Oh, because I think, did I tell you guys about the email that I got?
You told me
Yes,
about
you
it.
did.
Yeah.
From the creditor?
Yeah.
I get an email. He's not paying his bills.
Shocker.
So I got another email from like some random, what are they? Like collections agencies?
Yeah. Collections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like email asking him for his collections. And I'm just like, bro. And his ex-wife, his first ex-wife got a phone call recently from a collections as well. So like there's multiple collections all the way back from then.
Were they telling her she was going to get served? Was it like the voicemail that I got?
Well, I don't know if it was that. She said that it was like a real number. She sent it to Dick, but
Yeah.
She was like, this isn't my problem.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Right.
No,
This
God,
is
no.
this is his issue.
Yeah.
But like they reach out to people who they hope
Right.
will be like, here, do something.
and
And
see, that's kind of what I'm
he's not
afraid
gonna
of
do
with
it.
the
we should
voicemail
do.
that
We'll just start calling the people, his contacts, and threatening them.
yeah.
I will take you to court then.
Yeah. Yeah, you got something from number 2.
The thing is, I've been
Or
getting
3.
it for
3?
No, number 2. I've been getting the voicemails for about like a year and a half to 2 years. But well, it actually might be longer than that because we were together whenever I got the first one. I was going in for an MRI, standing out in the parking lot, and I got one. And I actually talked to the guy on the phone. He's like, "Here's the case number. Here's the phone number for the attorney's office. This is who you need to contact." He's like, "You can also contact like I guess your local, I don't know if it was sheriff's department or something." And I just was like, okay, whatever. Of course, I told him about it and he just played it off like he didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Well, this last one that I got, like I've gotten several over the years. The last one that I got did the same thing, gave me the case number, the phone number. And whenever I Googled it, it came up as like sports management and he had a sports gambling addiction.
Mm.
And it was just really weird.
What's up with these men not paying their bills? Because didn't number 3 try to push off some bills on you too?
Doctor bills.
Yeah, the doctor bills.
Mhm.
That was number 2 with
Oh.
the miscarriages. That was the same. That
so
was number 2. Yeah.
No, the children's
Yeah, I thought it was the
doctor
children's
bills.
doctor bills.
Oh, they're, yes. Though I thought you meant like my
So
own.
number 3 also
Yeah.
likes to push off bills.
Number 3, he just never paid them. And so it's like I had to send,
These men,
I got
these men
another,
aren't paying their damn bills.
yeah, like I got another text like, hey, the kids' dentist bills.
I'm telling you, most men
And-
want a mommy. They want a
Mhm.
mommy. That's all they want for their kids because these men have kids. And a lot of them that are especially single dads are like tired. And they're like,
Yeah.
I need someone to take care of the calendar and the appointments and all this other stuff because
Mhm.
they're irresponsible as shit and they're not paying the bills.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
He did pay it, I'm assuming, after like I sent it because I told y'all
Mhm.
like I sent him a screenshot of it with a text message. And I think it was about maybe 3 days to a week later, I tried to go back to the link and it was gone. So I'm assuming he paid it or at
Well,
least took it out of my name.
Great. But why aren't you responsible enough to pay it in the first fucking place?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And why are these like collection agencies and like doctors' offices coming after the women? Because they know the women are usually in charge of stuff because men can't take care of themselves.
Well, I was the one who took him in there, so it was my name
Mm.
that was on there.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
a lot of stuff's been going around like the internet about how women for the first time aren't having to marry for finances. We're marrying based solely on the personality and merit of the man. And that's why there's so many of
And
us
a
that are
lot of
single.
women are single. Yeah.
And men are having a loneliness epidemic. And it's because for the first time ever, they're being held responsible
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
having to be their own adults.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely.
wild
We don't
to
need
me.
y'all anymore.
No, if anything, you stress me out more because I have to keep up with your schedule too.
Right.
I had to make a
And your
shared Google
issues.
calendar for Dick and he still didn't look at it.
A shared Google account for what?
For all his appointments and stuff that I would make. And he still wouldn't look at it and would text me, when's that appointment?
Oh, hell no. No.
They send you reminders.
Makes me itch.
They're idiots. They wonder why. And the only thing they ever say to us is, oh, well, you're just fat. Oh, well, you're just angry. You're angry women and you're just fat. You're feminists and you're fat. No, I'm just not a fucking idiot. And I know how to run my calendar and do my job. And I know how to function in society. And I don't need a man to do that, but men need women. It's funny how that works.
Mm. Real funny.
This is how we're all gonna. This is why we're all gonna have a compound and just live in our compound with our cats and
With Biggie
Lucy.
Paws.
And Lucy and a chihuahua.
No chihuahua.
I want a Chi-Chi.
No.
Didn't we say that we need to do a?
I'm going to do a Chewini.
There it is. It has to be mixed because we're not doing purebreds anymore because they have too many health issues. I don't think if it's mixed with
tried to
weenie,
bite me earlier.
Okay.
And
He
he
was
bit
a
me the other day when I
rescue.
came over. Well, I could find a rescue.
he's sensitive still.
He's adapting. He got beat up by a raccoon. You leave that baby alone.
Perfect angel baby. Perfect angel baby. It is
He is
funny
a
that a trash
perfect
panda
I
attacked
know.
him.
Do they have a video of it?
That would be a good video.
Oh my God. Y'all stop talking about my baby.
She's like, I'm gonna go get him and put him in my arms.
I know. If you wouldn't attack me.
See?
All right. Well, so the moral of that story is if you know where Dick is, let us know. The court system fucking sucks. And men, you wouldn't be single if you would act better and not need a mommy.
And pay your bills.
Facts.
Hey, yeah, because C had a credit score of under 490.
Hey, sounds like Dick.
I didn't even know you could get that low.
God.
We need to start checking credit scores.
Mm-hmm. That should be like
That should be
public knowledge.
Well, as soon as you start dating somebody, be like, I'm gonna need to see that credit score. Equifax. Show me the Equifax.
give me
Like,
the
how are you going
papers.
to pay for our dinner if you can't even pay your ex-wife?
The facts. And that's the thing is because he's not paying me and he's not paying for his child, he can still take women on dates because he's not doing those things. And so he can trap a woman still.
And that money is not automatically being pulled away from him.
Right.
He can use it however he wants to.
Yeah.
But he can't even afford to pay $400 in rent, remember?
To his friend.
To his friend. He couldn't even afford to pay
I wish my
$400.
rent was $400.
Oh God, me too.
Me too.
What world? And the thing, he couldn't afford that, but he was making $80K. What? What were you spending your money on?
Dates.
All of my
That's
shit would have been
insane.
paid off if my rent was $400 a month.
I mean, he was very generous when we were dating. He took me out to dinner like every night.
On Lauren's credit card.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Those mozzarella sticks, delicious.
I mean, at least you have good taste. Yeah, it's wild. One day I'll get my money. But until that day, we will keep doing this podcast. All right, guys. Well, see you next week.
See you next week.
week.